Today we're going to be showing you guys how to replace the battery on your Air 2023. For this repair, all you're going to need is a pair of flush cutters, a 4mm Allen key, and a 3mm Allen key. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and loosen our deck cover screws. Next, we'll go ahead and remove our kickstands. Now we can go ahead and remove our deck cover. Inside of the deck, we've got more screws and we'll remove them as well. For now, we'll put our deck cover to the side. Alright, now that we've got all of our screws off, we can go ahead and remove our inner deck cover. Alright, so now that we got our deck cover removed, we're going to go ahead and cut off our shrink wrap for our battery connector. Go ahead and unplug it, and then we'll feed our charge port connector through the small hole on the side of the deck and just get it next to its battery connector. Then we'll go ahead and start removing the 4 screws that hold the battery. So now that we've got all of our battery screws loose, we'll just go ahead and pull our old battery out of the deck. I'm going to push my screws through with an Allen key because sometimes they could get stuck, and we're gonna have to reuse them. Now we'll install our new battery. Making sure that the battery is aligned with the screw holes, and now we're good to start tightening down our battery. We like to not tighten down the screws completely all the way until we've gotten all of them in, just to make sure that we are staying aligned. You don't want to torque these screws down too much, as you might end up cracking the plastic brackets that hold the battery in place. Alright, now that we've got our screws in place, we'll go ahead and plug our battery back in. We recommend that you put back shrink wrap or electrical tape to cover it, but for the sake of this video, we will not be. Next, we'll go ahead and feed our charge port through the side deck hole. All right. Now, we'll go ahead and start installing our deck covers again. Keep in mind, you are not going to be putting every single screw in every single hole, as the plastic cover will need to go on afterwards. Next, we'll go ahead and reinstall our plastic deck cover. First things first, we'll make sure to plug in our charge port. And here we also recommend adding either shrink wrap or electrical tape, but for the purpose of this video, we will not be. When reinstalling your plastic deck cover, just make sure that your charge port wires aren't getting crushed or pinched, and When reinstalling your plastic deck cover, make sure that your charge port wires are not getting in the way and being pinched, as this could cause unnecessary damage. Now that we got the screws partially tightened into the deck cover, we're gonna go ahead and check that our deck cover is lining up with the body of the scooter. If you find that it's not, you could go ahead with a rubber mallet and give it a little tap until you hear it click back into place. And once you've heard it click back into place, you can now tighten up the screws all the way. Next, we'll go ahead and just reinstall our kickstand. And that's how you replace the battery on your Air 2023.